Hello and thank you for attending Paladin Data Systems Lunchbox webinar series. Today's webinar showcases SMARTGOV's new mobile app designed specifically to streamline the work of inspectors in the field. My name is Jeff Pavey with Paladin Data Systems. For today's webinar, I'll provide an overview of the features and benefits of SMARTGOV Mobile Inspect, followed by a live demonstration. The new mobile app we'll be talking about today works in parallel with our permitting, planning, and code enforcement software, SMARTGOV. First and foremost, the SMARTGOV mobile app is designed with a user-friendly interface. It was important for inspectors to be able to quickly and easily access the information in the field and to be able to conduct their work and process that information. We knew this was an essential part of this new mobile app in order to really encourage adoption by inspectors who are used to doing business, often in other ways. In addition, SMARTGOV integrates with your phone's or your iPad's GPS device to help for routing of inspection, and it interfaces with your mobile voice feature to simplify its data entry. SMARTGOV allows the inspectors to work offline if necessary, if they don't have 3G, 4G connectivity, and then once they've reestablished connection with their mobile device, the device automatically syncs all the data and the information with the back office. In addition, SMARTGOV allows inspectors to view details associated with the permits right from the field. Once inspectors have conducted their work and conducted their inspections, they are able to add corrections and comments right through the mobile app that will end up in a final report. They can change the status in the field. In addition, they can track travel time and time conducted in inspections. Lastly, and most importantly, inspectors can print out reports right from the field. They can add their comments, notes, and corrections in the mobile device and use the device's reporting feature to print out the reports, and then use a Bluetooth wireless printer from their cars to create the report and send it to the printer, or they can email the printer to contractors or owners. Now let's take a few minutes to see Smart Inspect in action. Like other mobile apps, inspectors will download Smart Inspect directly from the iTunes App Store. Once downloaded, an inspector will tap on the icon to open up the app. When accessing the app for the first time, an inspector will log in using their SMARTGOV login username and password. Once they've logged in once, they won't have to log in again unless they log out manually. In order to download all the current information and update with the SMARTGOV's back office, the inspector simply swipes down on the screen. SMARTGOV Inspect organizes the daily inspection by location. With a simple swipe on the card from the right to the left, an inspector can see the details of the inspections for each site. Tapping on the map for the different cards brings up the iPhone or the iPad's GPS to route the inspection. To return to the app, I'm going to click on the Back to Inspect in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. For iPhone users, the green phone icon automatically dials the phone number for the owner or the applicant or the person in charge of this inspection for this location. Tapping on the red pencil transitions the screen to the inspector's work area that lists all the actions for each inspection. The inspector can tap on the check to flag an inspection as complete, or if there's a violation, they can tap on the X. The app also has an area to note corrections, attach codes, or view details of the inspection. I can access this area by tapping on the arrow pointing to the right. From here, the inspector can add his notes or corrections and add them for the report, or it can attach specific codes. Other features include a clock. I can access the clock at the upper by tapping on the clock at the upper portion of the screen. And here the inspector can note travel time and time worked on an inspection. This information can be useful if the jurisdiction uses this for fees or to charge the applicants. In addition, the paper next to the clock accesses details of the permit. From here, the inspector can view all the details of the permit, including any associated alerts, contacts, contractors, conditions associated with the parcel, can see all of the inspections, can view submittals. And from the Submittals tab, the inspector can access plans and documents that were attached by office staff. When the inspection is complete, it is simple for the inspector to change the status. In this case, we'll leave this inspection as denied, noting that there were some corrections. Lastly, SmartInspect allows inspectors to generate final reports and to either email them to the applicants or contractors or print them on site with the mobile printer.
Before I get to Q&A, I'm going to do one other thing. I'm going to show, for those existing customers of SmartGov, you all have a training instance that you know about. I'm going to show you how to get this set up for your training instance. So you're going to go to your phone settings. I'm going to click on my settings. And if you forget about this and you guys have questions later, feel free to reach out to us and we will show you. For my settings, I'm going to go find my different apps. And you can see I found my app, the Inspect app right there. I'm going to click on the Inspect app. And now it's going to open up this screen. Under Inspect Settings, I'm going to click on that place called Environment. That's the environment that I am demonstrating on. But if I click on that Training, and then I save that, now that is going to connect this iPhone app to your training instance, and all of the training instances out there are automatically connected with that app.
Okay, Chris, it looks like we have a few questions coming in, so why don't we move on to Q&A?
First question is, will this webinar be available after this presentation to replay for staff, or can we obtain a hard copy for those who were unable to attend?
Okay, we will make this video available. We'll send a follow-up email after the webinar today, and in that email there will be a link, and you can access the webinar on an ongoing basis via that link.
Great. So regarding the app itself, can the inspectors view prior inspections for a site they are inspecting that day?
No, the SmartInspect is designed to show just inspections for a single day. The reason we set it up that way is we were trying to really keep it simple and easy for the inspectors. Because of that, we decided that we just have those inspections on all the various sites for a given day for the inspector to see. The inspectors can still, from their iPhone or their iPad or any other mobile device, access the regular back office if they have connectivity, so they are still able to get to that information if necessary. But in terms of what we show in SmartInspect, it's just those inspections for the day that they're on currently.
Okay, for existing SmartGov customers that use the code enforcement module, does the app work for code enforcement jobs and inspections?
SmartInspect right now does not work for code enforcement. We do have a code enforcement module in the standard SmartGov product, and we are currently building a code enforcement mobile app. I'm not sure exactly the date for the release of that new functionality, but it is, the last I heard, it is in 2016. For anybody who is interested in the code enforcement side of the mobile app, you can send me an email and I can provide you a date exactly when that's going to be released.
Do you get push notifications of new inspections that are added?
We don't get push notifications, but if you remember when we did the demo, if you slide down on the screen at any time, it reloads any updated information. So it won't pop up with something that says, hey, there's a new inspection on here, but you can easily see all the new inspections just by reloading the system by swiping down on the screen.
Can existing SmartGov customers try this mobile app for free if they have an iPhone?
Absolutely. For those of you who are existing SmartGov customers, as you know, we have both the production site and we also have a training site. I showed, and this question may have come in prior, but I did show how to do that. All you have to do is through your settings on your iPad or iPhone, go to the Smart Inspect app, and you'll have an option to be able to change the environment. You'll want the testing environment. The testing, once it's set up with the testing environment, you can practice on it as much as you want, and it'll interact, and instead of your production site, it'll be interacting with your testing or training site.
Great. For tracking of inspection time, will there be an auto stop button for time, or do you have to manually enter it?
Yeah, it's not keeping time necessarily. You keep time and you go in and you add the time in those fields that we saw in the demo, and that's the way the clock works in there. And that can be for travel or it can be for actual time doing the inspection.
If an inspection gets scheduled back in the office, will it auto-populate on the inspector's phone in the field?
Yes. And I kind of answered this previously in one of the earlier questions, but yeah, anything that's added during that day for any inspection for that day is going to show up on the inspector's iPhone or iPad.
Another question, we have SmartGov on a tablet. Is this mobile app the same thing?
Oh, no, not really. The Smart Inspect is designed with this a select number of functionality that really is designed just to show inspectors those inspections for the day and just to provide the functionality necessary for them to conduct those inspections. You can access with a browser and any device, including any mobile device that has a browser and connectivity, you can access the entire back office. And it sounds like that's what you're talking about is it different? So it is different. The inspection app is a kind of a streamlined and refined tool designed specifically for inspections on a given day. Accessing the regular SmartGov back office provides you all the functionality that comes with SmartGov.
Can this app be useful without the desktop version of SmartGov?
No, the app itself is built as an extension of the SmartGov back office, and it only works with SmartGov. It doesn't work with other permitting applications.
Where can we view the actual program, SmartGov?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. We can. There's lots of different ways we can do that. My recommendation is that and I'll reach out to you after our demo today, and anybody else that's interested in the SmartGov demo, just please contact us and let us know. But we'll schedule a time for a live demo, and we'll show you the SmartGov system. And again, it looks like Rebecca asked that question, and Rebecca, I will follow up with you afterwards. And as I said, any others that are interested and to see anything more about Smart Inspect or about SmartGov itself, I'm happy to schedule a time to do that.
Can the inspector see any other permits besides the ones that have scheduled inspections?
No, the only inspections that an inspector can see are inspections from that day. They can see. I guess the only variation to that is if there is an inspection on a permit, that permit itself may have had previous or not yet scheduled inspections. The inspector, for any permit that has at least one inspection scheduled, will be able to see all of the not yet scheduled and those that have been scheduled and already completed inspections.
Great. Couple more. Does this work on the Android?
Again, like the code enforcement app, coming out with the Android version of Smart Inspect is on our roadmap. And again, I can get out information about when the timing of the Android release is. I do believe that's also a 2016.
Last question. Does it work on the iPad?
Yeah, it's any Smart Inspect works on any iOS device, so that includes iPads and iPhones. For more information about SmartGov, about Smart Inspect, or about Paladin, please contact any associate at 877-367-4572 or email me directly at jpavey, Pavey, @paladindata.com. Thank you.